See how this goes out. I'll go ahead and start this match.
But as I was trying to say, I'm sorry, I do have a knack for interrupting Santa. Jesus. Last game that we played, just kind of bring you guys up to speed. We were just kind of waiting for a fucking in-game crisis. We expected an
Lazy
in-game
Elf said.
crisis, but this game is, I guess, being very, very persistent with it.
Yeah, the next chance we'll have is in 30 game years, so...
True. Woken up already. Like, way, like 20 years back.
I don't think we're gonna get the War in Heaven. That in-game crisis is already kind of past, as you said. They should have woke up if it was gonna happen, but it's not gonna happen. I don't think.
All right. And trying to check integration. I got the Q Romulan assembly.
Colony established. Research complete.
Let's see.
I don't think I really need to worry about food, so I'm going to switch this to minerals and get a mining station stat. Or I could move... You know what? That's what I'll do. I will actually be build...
Oh, thank God. You put it on the fastest setting, and because of that, a fucking terraformed world is finally complete.
I don't want synth leaders, but I do want minerals. Come on, give me a fast tech. Black battery it is.
Alfreus. I need to check on my planets before I do anything else. So are we spoiling the updates for our viewers?
Well, I'm sure
Ian
some
Taco said I'll join soon. Point 3.
So Tacos will be joining us shortly, according to Discord. But as far as the updates go, I'm actually pretty excited for them. They do plan on changing a lot.
I have a little bit to look forward to. Not a lot. I'm nervous about it, honestly. Okay, so these people are happy.
Alright.
Yep. So I want to focus on my people a little bit more. We opened up 3 new worlds, 3 new colonies. I got a little bit of room to grow.
Fudge Pops, Bloody Rose. Fudge Pops.
Incoming transmission.
Unity again. Frontier Outpost. Upkeep reduced. I'm gonna slow this down because I'm already set up to do... I just passed that up.
Do you know why pops, when pops appear, or when pops start beginning to procreate on planets, why it has a tendency to produce 2 minerals and 1 food, or 1 mineral and 2 food, randomly on blank tiles. It's
I,
kind of annoying.
yeah, it makes you choose though.
I mean, that's true, but I don't prefer it. Okay.
Now I'm just trying to figure out my tree that I want to go down. Diplomacy was very tempting before.
That's
Construction
definitely going to be a
complete.
food tile.
I don't need habitability. You want Star
Holy shit, I
Charts now.
just realized, that just reminded me that I'm still trying to fucking swallow my Centaurian Nation outpost, so I might need to fucking colonize more. Even though I don't necessarily, I might need to.
Alright, so... Where's my construction ship? You are in the process of building another habitat for me, that's right. Yeah, that is a 4. It's great.
It's fucking
Going to
802.
sub. I can make that in 2 jumps, okay. Queue up my research because apparently I need to do a lot more engineering. I won't be doing much with this desert world, so that's gonna be
9 more months, I'll get kinetic, high density munitions, kinetic weapon damage plus 5%.
Narilla, oh my gosh.
Right.
Construction complete.
I'm making 142 minerals.
$142.
Yeah.
I'm making 104.
Here's I think are
But I think that's only because the demand of my armies. Like, I would be making a lot more if it weren't for my ship maintenance and my goods.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get some more cruisers, I think. That's gonna push me close to my cap again, but it is cruisers. So, like, I was just telling myself that I didn't want synth leaders and everything, but that
Mm-hmm.
also prevented me from choosing one of the ascension perks, which makes sense because if I'm turning into a robot, I'm kind of gonna be a robot leader. So, like, I don't know why I didn't want synth leaders. Like, my reasoning is completely
Okay.
flawed. So now I had to go a different route temporarily, but I'm hoping for mega engineering. That's really what I want, but I'll have to wait 14 months to see which tech pulls up. But you think about this. I have 3 trees left to go down.
All right.
What do you mean, Bloody Rose? What original? Oh, right. I could increase the speed for us. That would be helpful. This is the one that we've been doing for quite a few weeks now. We're just waiting for this game to finally come to an end.
Pretty much, we're just trying to find the there's a number of um, in-game scenarios that play out through, I guess, a random program, or I guess at random, and we're just trying to see which one it is so we can finally bring the game to a close.
And, you know, we're really running close to the dot now with the release being next week. Because once the game updates, we ain't going to be able to come back to this. Unless we get fancy with Steam and go back and update.
Q Romulan is almost no. Yeah, the Q Romulan assembly is almost fully integrated. That's gonna be good.
Yay, updates. Hashtag No Man's Sky.
God, Bloody Rose, don't get me started.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to
No.
update and erase everything that we did, right?
Do not let Sean Murray get a hold of this fucking game. This game is better than that. It doesn't delete your fucking planets.
Oh, habitat complete. Excellent.
God. Did I mention how much I hate migration? Shit.
We're going to colonize this. From... What do I want to colonize it from?
Research complete.
Will be from Jotunheim. Colonize from Jotunheim. We'll spend mineral energy on it, and we'll plop it. We'll plop it up here. That's right, I'm not really randomizing these. Alright.
There's that. Alright.
That looks like a repeatable tech. We'll go ahead and do another core system. That'll be great.
Planetary names. God. Oh, the research is complete.
This is an Alpine 14. Arctic 21. Well, now that I have more controlled systems, I should just go ahead and grab this Arctic.
Fuck. I need to think of something quickly.
I mean, it's 2 physics, but it has a lot of physics on the planet. Where do I want? Here to get 3 adjacencies? Yep. Oh, we'll colonize from Polaris.
A new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the Centaurian nation, led by scientist Virpim Din Tereb. They call themselves the Academy of Robotic Scientists. I am not gonna have this shit.
Melpomene, Acresia. You know, that sounds fun. Acresia. Acresia. Sure, that sounds fun. Alright, so I've got 2 colony ships being built. But that's because I've got colony, systems plus going on. So, like, ironically, I am controlling 9 out of 11 systems.
Oh. I'm making negative 42 energy. So I am gonna go into my fucking sectors now and section that shit off.
I'll do research instead of energy at this point. And they're almost fully popped, that'd be great. I'm gonna be up to 29k fleet. Getting strong. Oh! I believe you've got somebody who's now risen from early space age. Oh wait, no, that's the Q Romulan Kingdom. Oh, that's right. Because you couldn't take all 4 of those planets. You just kind of grew.
Yep.
I do like how you literally surrounded their capital though.
There we go. And we're back at 10. Select research.
Clear that tile. We'll clear this tile and this tile. Might as well clear this one.
Alright, so I'm creating morphogenic armies.
Morphogenic?
Yep.
I believe those are going to be stronger than my clone armies.
It's just gonna take a ridiculously... Well, actually, no, 31 months.
I don't know if they're strong enough for my droid armies, though. How strong is your morph army? If you hover over it, it usually says something.
morale damage 5.25 to 10.50.
Okay,
And
1050.
then
Regular damage?
yeah. Yep.
What's the regular damage?
Regular damage.
It's
Regular
just
damage is 5.25 to 1050.
oh, so 1050 for damage and morale damage?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, they are stronger than my droid armies. But I believe my Titans, which my Titans do 11 damage and 22 morale damage. But I can only have a handful of those. No migration. And the Dabian's research agreement ended. That's great. Do I have to bribe you again?
Construction complete.
God, that has opened me up to so many different more possibilities. Slowly becoming a superpower, man. Slowly becoming a superpower.
Colonization in progress.
I'm gonna have to bribe 600 minerals to keep this agreement going. It's not necessarily the greatest, but I've got them.
I'm just gonna have to keep uplinking food to. Alright. Abs. Go ahead and upgrade.
Just waiting to see what will happen in the near. Fudge Pops are a good bribe. The truce will end in 77, so 4 more years and the Scythian will no longer be at a truce.
I never even knew that the Scythian was at a truce, but they're probably going to be very pissed at me.
Well, I mean, they could go to war with you, but it's the Zapot that they're in a truce with, so I don't know. Well, they keep going to war with the rest of the world, and I have another size 21 under my belt here in a few moments. I mean, granted, I am doing a lot of colonization, but at the same time, I'm not so worried about my unity anymore, because I'm also focused on research. And to get research, I need more planets and more tiles.
Gotta check on my factions to see how pissed everyone is. The Academy of Robotic Scientists. Did you see what your fucking robots did? Oh, so they're pissed. They're just pissed.
Because you don't like robots, or?
No, dull edge. Staying ahead of the curve and not allowing any fellow empires to be more than equivalent in tech level will please the Academy of Robotic Sciences.
Yeah,
So they're pissed about that.
Yeah, that's because you're inferior to me, and the Norilla, which is bordering you, has equivalent tech power to me, so...
Seeing other star nations parade any kind of robotic pops around with no domestic equivalents on any of our worlds is sure to displease the Academy of Robotics. And they're pissed about that too.
Yeah, because I've got robots, and everyone else has robots.
God. At least I got some of the Romulans. Count on this thing going to war with somebody else besides me.
48, 36. I
Okay,
guess I'm
he's
doing
homeless.
Whirlwind.
How much food? Okay, we're making plenty of food, so I don't really gotta feel bad. How many? Okay, 1, 2. Yeah, I'm making plenty of that. So let me.
All of my ships, all 29.7k, sitting in orbit.
He's homeless.
We'll be ready in
Go ahead.
approximately 8 months.
Go ahead and check everyone. Period. Make this a hollow temple.
Hollow temple? You can't even give your people fake temples? It's like, oh, you don't need real temples. Here's a fake one.
Shut up. Hollow temples is it's a sacred ground, but you can actually come visit the dead. Only the dead have pre-installed holograms, so you can actually feel closer to your dead relatives.
So you can't even promise them communication with their freaking family members. Instead of speaking to a spiritual being, you're gonna have them talk to computers. It's great. But you won't give them robots.
They don't talk. They don't have artificial life. They're just images.
Fake humans, guys. Fake humans. Oh, sorry. Fake horses. Should be clear about that. Fake horses.
God damn you. God damn you.
You have a nervous ruler? It's not exactly a good thing for a goddamn militarist.
He has a right to be nervous right now, actually.
He is kind of surrounded by two big guys.
Colonization in progress.
I find it laughable that the Centaurian nation only has one continental world. Like, they only live on one continental world. The rest are fucking tropical planets.
So why is there one continental then?
Oh, because of the bonus. There's a lush bonus, so it gives a plus 10 habitability and plus 20% food, and that's the only reason why it's a green planet.
I'm sure they would have wanted that food bonus on a tropical planet instead. In the meantime, I'm sitting here freezing a planet, turning a desert into an Arctic.
Let me move that. Fairy MB175 is now producing a decent amount of food for them to grow.
I'm doing this because I can afford to.
And what is my price for habitability and okay, so there. They're just gonna be pissed.
My naval capacity increased by 10%, might be.
Yeah.
Oh, border range plus 20%. I forgot that was a nice bonus I'd get from that.
So that's awesome.
This pacifist will be looking into supremacy as the next treaty is going down.
I wonder if he wants to be integrated too. Do you know if a migration treaty costs influence?
No, it doesn't.
Alright.
But I like to make sure that their people can actually live on my world.
Oh, that's true.
Otherwise, my pops are just gonna leave me, and I don't want them to leave me if I can't get any back.
Colony established.
Unemployment? Oh, okay. Well, let me build some labs. Lots of labs.
Construction complete.
My scientists are probably fucking dead as well.
Construction complete.
No leader, no leader. Okay, we have a leader. That's good.
I have a 310 cap now. It's great. I could always get a couple more cruisers. No, I only have 800 minerals now. Zero Corp. Where I know Zero Corp got destroyed in one of our sessions, but then we found another one. Ah, here it is. Regon Trade and Commerce. Regan Trading Commerce. Let's see. We like minerals. Have energy. Have energy. There we go.
Wonder what they have as far as, let me see what they have. Okay.
And I can probably get 3 more at some point.
Construction
Flash
complete.
class corvettes. It's good. Go to communications.
Construction complete.
But yeah, about the update. I guess I'm nervous. Harder. Well, at least a little bit harder to integrate.
You were cutting out a little bit there, but I don't know about being harder to integrate.
Well, longer. It's gonna take longer to integrate. Like 20 years. You said 20 something years to gain independence before you're even allowed to do it. Or I might be.
Well, that's the liberation change. If you choose to liberate somebody, you'll make them free, and that's one thing. But
Um,
whereas right now, if you liberate somebody, you can almost guarantee that they'll be your vassal, and that's what they're stopping.
got you. Partisan. Free commerce. We would like to trade for minerals.
Ah, the physics. The physics. The physics. I don't even care. That's next to the capital. It's physics.
There we go. Let me check on my worlds now.
But I think the biggest change we'll have to get used to is just the change in the cost of the Corvettes and, among other ships, all the changes they're doing to them. Although another interesting change is specializing the climates to resources.
Yeah, that's also going to be another factor into something that's annoying because your starting race could affect how you play the game. Basically, each race, like your the planets that you choose your homeworlds to be on as a starting climate could affect how you gain resources.
But they're not stopping you from colonizing any planet. It's just, how much of the resources you're actually going to get.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
I mean, yeah, food may be good on, we'll say, what is it? The wet climates, ocean, continental, and tropical.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't stop you from colonizing on, say, Arctics or, dry worlds just to get the energy that they may generate.
Yeah. Damn. How many? 4. Biolabs. Physics lab.
Construction
Bloody Rose is offering her fudge pops to us.
Yay! Grabs fudge pop.
I mean, I'm quite satisfied with these,
Where's
these
Tacos, by the way?
species. I haven't seen him yet. I mean, last I checked on Discord, he was supposed to be coming in soon, but I didn't know what soon meant for him.
Alright, so it is about time I start uplinking more energy grids. Yes, I want to cancel. Not realize. There, I will build an energy grid. Search is complete. Afterburners. 3-5.
The Holy Guardians have finally met a freaking fallen empire. And of course, they don't like me because I'm a militarist or materialist, but
Unitar MB176.
all these inactive buildings, but that's not fully my fault. I can't help it when people just choose to leave. It will be nice to have a wonderful 30k fleet, though.
Nexus.
I'll have almost 30 cruisers. It's gonna be sad.
I can actually afford to upgrade. All my people are fucking migrating. Bullshit.
Construction complete.
I'm telling you, that migration can definitely kill you. You know, since I'm building all these habitats, everyone's just like, oh, habitat!
Great.
In space, let's go! And I'm just like, no, don't go.
God, I feel like I'm fighting my ship maintenance and my consumer goods, like, constantly.
Well, yeah, consumer goods can kill you in the end. I mean, what? I'm at 86 in minerals, which is 164 units of goods.
Constantly building. It's annoying.
But you could always try to reduce your consumer good count by changing your living standards, but I don't think that would be a good idea.
No, not for the Centaur.
You just give them impoverished conditions, minus 10% happiness, but your good use should be reduced by 25%.
Yeah.
Or you can put them on welfare. Increase your consumer goods by 50% for a 10% happiness.
No. Ew, that's gross. For 10%?
Yeah. You're weirdly cutting out now.
One sec. 1 second. Alright, I'm back.
So yeah,
Okay.
you were in the process of saying it was gross.
Yeah. Just a regular 10%?
10% boost.
No.
Yeah.
That's maybe if it was like 20% or 30.
Well, we already know what the chemical bliss does.
It's usually pissed everyone off.
I did not want to choose resettle. You could do Utopia. Double your consumer goods for 20%.
You looking in policies and ethics?
Yeah. Well, not policies, but it's species, and then you can set rights. I have 10 robots on my planets.
You engineering research grants. I still want to know what governing ethics attraction is.
It's just how many people follow your core value. Because,
How
like,
many loyalists I have?
basically,
Okay, like I guess it's better when you put it that way, but like I never got like if you are the founder of your government, that those can change. I don't understand how like the governing ethics attraction could like really do anything.
well, I
in
mean,
terms of
it might turn your pissed off science people back to militarists so that they don't care about, materialist.
God. I just feel like if you can easily remedy it with attack armies and just kill all the rebels anyway, then it doesn't really matter.
No one said it would be easy. I'm just laughing. I have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 planets, but I'm only in 10 systems.
You want to know some bullshit from me, right? Check this out. Okay. As control 10 colonized systems. But in reality, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, wait. I'm not gonna count each one of them, but all right. So over 10. Okay, 11, 12, 13. I really have 14 planets.
Well, I mean, like I said, 10, 11, 12, 13 if you count my habitats.
By the way, let me see what you're fucking doing up north.
Being squished.
It does agitate me at least a little bit that it does agitate me about your empire that at least the two little chunks aren't connected. Like even if there's nothing there, it's just a big ass fucking gap.
Oh, you talking about here on the left?
Yeah.
Well, it might change with Akrisa here.
Complete.
I have maxed influence. Great. Planets. We'll find out what edicts I can put.
What is the plan?
Akrisa.
Alpine. Okay, so
Akrisa and pause.
upon taking the Q Romulan assembly and integrating them, I can now land on Alpine worlds.
Sentient computers. Dark matter. Disruptors. Disruptors. Dark matter. If I can get this physics bonus, I'll be happy. Because I can get a physics bonus, it will allow my 128 to be a lot closer to the 158 everything else is at.
Alright.
And you're probably still only at 100 research, right?
Well, I'm doing... You said only at 100 research, you bastard. You know how hard it is to get it 100 anyway? You dick. Anyway. Alright. I would say I'm doing pretty good, you fucking bastard.
What? We
Alright.
both have, what, very close to the same number of colonies? Dude, you have 17 colonies.
Yep.
You just told me you only had like 14.
Well, I was counting the planets. I wasn't counting, like... Well, wait. Yeah, 14 planets. That's what I said.
It says you have 17.
Research complete.
How... The 3 that are in the system. I wasn't counting the ones that are in the sectors, is what I'm saying, not the system.
Alright. So, I want this mega cannon, but I really actually need synth leaders so that I can become fully robotic.
God, in 11 months I'll finally be able to utilize xenomorph armies.
Alright, so we'll just get one more cruiser. I'm right. And then I gotta start looking into building more battleships. But doing battleships, that's 8 freaking fleet cap. 8 freaking capacity taken off. Whereas cruisers are only 4.
Yep. Oh my goodness. Unitar is fucking populating very slowly, and I hate it.
I don't even have to worry about my habitats. Every time I take a look at them, somebody freaking new migrated to them.
Okay, so he's finally created.
Power. Not really, but just to have power on this planet.
Alright, and I think that will give me my 3 requirement. My 3 lab requirement for Banshee is complete. God.
So, just because it's still early, but not early, knowing next month is October, you want to talk about some of the initial plans for Halloween? Or what we plan to do in general for October?
For me, I'm just gonna well for you or for you or for me or
Well,
just kind of just brainstorm.
well, I mean, just in general. I mean, I guess you could call it brainstorming. Whether it's the actual Halloween holiday, celebration, or just what we plan to do stream wise. I mean, whatever you want to discuss. But I know for me, um, I'm really hoping that we can get another Halloween special or a Halloween theme type thing going. Now, I don't know how many of the viewers here were around last year, but I did do Until Dawn, as well as Dead by Daylight with Arrow last year. And, sticking to those horror games are always going to be fun for October. I mean, you gotta have horror. You can't not play horror in October.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, I will admit, I did attempt to do Fear last year as well, and I did quite a few Fear episodes, but I never finished that series. But what about you? What do you think you would want to be doing on your stream? I mean, obviously,
Like I'm gonna be doing a lot. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff for Halloween. I'm gonna be trying to for first and foremost before September ends. Wake me up before September ends or when September ends. God damn it. Anyway, um, I'm gonna try to get Dead Eye. And I know I might be revisiting The Walking Dead. The game was kind of grindy the last time I played it. I didn't really expect it to be that grindy. Um, Other than that, I'm thinking about live streaming. I'm drawing a fucking blank right now. It's called Outlast. Um, Outlast and Outlast. So I'm interested in that. Um, Dead by Daylight, I'm also very curious about now that it's coming to the PS4. There's, like I said, there's just a lot of horror themed things out there. I'm thinking about
Construction complete.
also the close cousin game of Dead by Daylight, which is the Friday the 13th.
well, maybe it's the other way
Game.
around. Who knows? Because I think Friday the 13th came out before Dead by Daylight. But Dead by Daylight, as I mentioned, was what I played with Arrow last year, and it was interesting. But my computer at the time was struggling. But I think I couldn't tell if it was stream, the connection to Arrow. I wasn't sure what was causing it to lag as much as it did, but it definitely wasn't like an experience I wanted you guys to live through, which is why I didn't stream it last year on my PC. But now that it's coming to PS4, it's definitely interesting because we already know games like Call of Duty do really well with Mystic Beast. So it'll be definitely interesting if we do pick that up or decide to do something like that for you guys.
Definitely. I apologize, guys. I am having like a million thoughts in my fucking head right now because trying to build an outpost in the um, Omicron Percy system, trying to just uplink, connect Nodox to my initial empire, so it doesn't wind up getting swallowed.
It definitely looks like it's getting close. Although, if I could just somehow manage to get the Alpine Road next to you, that would be funny as heck. It's going to cost me 700 influence if I try to send somebody down there.
I
Tundra.
have no idea why the Han Confederacy just is not growing at all. He has like several worlds next to him. Some of them are yellow and some of them are green. But I know, like, and stuff like that. And it's an Alpine, like, he They're alpine worlds. Well, actually, no, they're tundras.
But that still puts
And
it
he's
in the
right
same.
next to a tundra. Well, actually, what is the difference between an Arctic world and a tundra world?
Well,
They're
it's
both fucking cold as fuck planets.
yeah. So he should definitely be able to colonize on it. But you know, he's also considered like really weak. Like he doesn't seem to be carrying anything.
Great, the Narilla fucking mercantile guilds is now starting to fucking.
Yeah, they're finally getting rid of the dot in their fucking space. I'm just laughing because the Scythian and Norilla are actually bordering each other now, and it's almost like a down the middle. Like, if an in-game crisis were to happen in 2400, like, I would be curious to see which big power would attack it first, if any.
God.
So I'm sitting
Alright,
here
so
getting
they're
ready to
both-
renew this Norilla contract, and already I have a green check mark to be their vassal. Like, I want to be their vassal.
This is the first time. The first time you've ever. Everybody's vassal.
What was that?
You said, I think I misinterpreted you, but I think you just said that you wanted to be somebody's vassal.
No, I'm being offered.
You cut out. What did you say?
No, I have the option to be his vassal.
Oh, okay.
It'll cost me 800 minerals to freaking renew that. But that's a big sensor link I don't want to lose. Because, you know, having a sensor link with a big power is almost the same as having a sensor link over the entire world. Well. Alright. Can I build? Yes, I can build. Energy grid. This has nothing on it, so you're going to be a monument. Need a military academy.
Hopefully this, hopefully this outpost will give me Unar back, and I can get my fucking terraforming minerals back. Terraforming liquids, I mean.
I don't know. Going from Omicron, it may not be enough to push Onar. Now, if you were to do Ruthenera, that might be different, but... Yeah, I got a 32k fleet right now.
God, I am getting more and more nervous. He is getting fucking uncomfortably close.
People haven't decided to move to Kriza yet. That's a bummer.
Naval capacity is inferior.
You mean someone's inferior to you too? At this point in the game?
Yes.
Is it the Han?
Obviously. Big.
Maybe they'll let
It's,
maybe maybe they'll be a vassal to you. Maybe you can get lucky that way.
God.
I mean, I know they don't like me. They've got their borders closed.
Complete.
Research. Oh, now I can control systems. Ah, now I have the option for xenomorphs. I'll grab it.
God damn you.
It's only going to take me 21 months. Have you actually built yours yet, or is it...
Oh, I haven't actually built mine yet.
Is it still researching?
Oh, no, it's done researching. I'm just confused about... I'm just confused about it, so...
Oh, the Scythian in the assembly.
How do you know whether or not your special armies are attack or defense?
The xenomorphs are attack.
How do you know that? There's no sword or shield next to their name.
All I can say about that is I used them before.
Oh.
They do take a year to build, though.
A whole fucking year.
I like 360. It's pretty damn close. But yeah, I mean, usually they'll say, because like for example, my clone army, it doesn't say defense or assault. It just says clone army, and it's used for attack. Whereas I get standard defense and I get robotic defense, android defense, but I also have assault, robotic assault, android assault. So I do have a quite a selection of enemy troops. But things like clone armies and xenomorphs, there's only one. And that usually means they're assault, because if you're going to build them, you might as well use them to attack.
Alright. Okay, he's almost done.
I'm surprised the Fastians haven't rolled over for anybody yet. Like, if, it's kind of sad, because like if I was right
They're
next,
like 3 dots.
I mean, if I was a lot closer to the Fastians, I could demand vassalization. But basically, what's hitting me is the distance modifier. Oh, look, I was right. You
Yay!
didn't get Unar.
God damn you.
You
It's like
do you
I
do
got
look like this
ejected,
weird
though.
blob
Shit.
now. So you can go to war with the Q Romulans again?
After fucking Shippin Technocracy goes into a fucking long ass war.
Because that's the only way you're going to be able to get rid of that dot in your space.
God.
And the thing, the Scythian used to just be right here. In this little center bit. Now they're all the way down here by Mystic Beast.
Well, I just unlocked other supremacy. Border range just got increased by 20%. Damn it! It still wasn't enough though. Damn it!
Almost. Almost, but not quite. My next Unity in 36 months will give me 20% border range.
Okay. So the Han Confederacy now wants me to protect them. We are too weak to survive on our own, and
I'm sorry, you pretty much cut out, but they're basically asking to be a protectorate of yours, which is one step closer to vassalization.
okay. I agree to these terms.
You know, being your friend doesn't change the fact at all that they hate me.
God. I gotta hand it to the game though. This game has been pretty feisty about not giving an in-game crisis. Jesus Christ.
Well, like I said, you know, we still have another 22 years.
Well, I was gonna cancel one of my fucking outposts, but whatever I did, I made my factions pretty goddamn happy now that I've expanded again.
Yeah, your militarists were probably happy. Ooh, territory! But this map is very tight knit. Like, there's very little open space anywhere. Like, the only open space in my eyes is what's at the bottom below you.
I feel like I'm the third place superpower of the map right now. Like I come in third place, and then like it's discipline.
I don't know. I mean, I could probably go up against you.
Most likely, it would just be fucking inconvenient for either of us to go to war with each other because it would take a fucking decade to get to each other. Really, of course, I'm basing that information off of the hyperlanes map.
But neither one of us is hyperlane. I mean, don't get me wrong, it still takes my science ship 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 jumps to get by you. At least until I get jump drive. Once I get jump drive, then it would be a little bit quicker too.
Get those hydroponic farms built. Jesus Christ. Unitar has been growing at a very, very slow rate because of it.
I haven't cared about my food so much so that I've been pulling pops off food tiles and putting them on like minerals tiles. So the result is like 1% growth speed because I'm not really making much food.
God. I just need to make sure that each one of my planets has an army base.
The physics, the physics.
They're gonna upgrade.
Construction complete.
Won't really need engineering, but upgrade engineering anyway.
Alright. It still makes me nervous that a 24.3k fucking fleet from the Chitlin is just hanging in Akalam.
I have a 32k fleet. And, you know, their fleet power is considered equivalent, so that might be their only fleet.
Alright.
So you don't exactly have many friends, like, because you just turned your only defensive pact into a freaking vassal, for all intents and purposes.
Construction complete.
Oh my god.
I don't know how I feel about like almost 2 hours of gameplay
Construction
being
complete.
only 10 game years.
That it's going on like the fastest setting though, but at the same time it's just like it's pretty sad that it's been on the fastest setting and like an endgame crisis still hasn't happened.
Well, yeah, the next crisis won't happen for another 20 years.
Oh really? I'm sorry guys, I don't math. You know this.
Now my science died. Okay. Get replaced. easy replacement because I already had somebody alive.
Incoming transmission.
Did you stop? No, I'm not gonna. You know what? Sure. Take my 300 minerals. I can hope. Does that finally offered a research agreement with me? Only cost me 300 minerals, but it's only 10 years.
Alright.
The Zakpot have a 13k fleet right there. Another 6k there. That means they have like a 21k.
Construction complete.
My scientist died at 151. Ernesto is 111.
Protecting me, even though I fucking. They're still protective of me. This is where text guys go extremely fucking slow.
Yeah, I would upgrade some of my ships if they had the extra power. And somehow I don't think they do. Well, the cruisers tend to. Alright, I don't understand this, and therefore I'm not gonna sit here and change it.
Speculate.
Well, okay, so advanced combat computers, chance to hit +4, fire rate +10%. Sentient computers, chance to hit +4, fire rate 15%. Oh, it's a 5% difference in the fire rate. It almost didn't seem like it did anything. So, my cruiser's shooting faster. Was that really worth the additional 10 power? I don't know. But, for all intents and purposes, it's still an upgrade. It's still an upgrade.
Alright, got another fucking homeless fucking pop.
Research complete.
Why isn't it more so done?
There's another buff I don't understand. Administrative operations. The hell?
Isn't that the colonization +2?
No.
Oh, you're talking about like the buildings that all say something
Yeah.
about minus 10%. Yeah, not entirely sure of it myself either. But who knows? Maybe it'll be clear in the update. Who knows?
Construction complete.
I'm going to upgrade. I'll go 32.6. We'll see just how much changing my battleships and my cruisers actually do for me.
Oh. Did it capture it?
Ships upgraded.
I went to 32.6 to 33.5. It's a very minor change, but it's still an improvement.
God.
You know, it's kind of sad.
What?
According to the opinion map, everybody but the Scythian, you, and your vassal hate me. You're the only one that hates me. Everyone else likes me. The Zathpot, the Norilla, the Dabian, the Vagras, even the Q Romulans.
So I'm the only dick on the board, is what you're saying?
Well, that and the Scythian.
Yeah.
But, you know, you look at the Scythian, and the only ones that like them are the Zakpot and the Q Romulans.
Okay, so we can finally put this guy here. More food we make for Unitar, the better. Another construction ship.
Just building more on my habitats just so that when people migrate to them, it won't be a bad thing. Because if anything, these things take almost a year to freaking build.
Oh man. It's back up to like 1,340 energy just to terraform.
Which, you know, might be more accurate after the update, since that was one thing they changed. Liquids now give speed instead of cost. So after the update, and maybe even after October, who knows? What kind of race do you think you'd want to play? What kind of ethos? You know, would you stick to being a militarist of some sort, or?
Oh, like I said, after this game has been pretty much an eye opener for me. in terms of how I play. I still want to say that I am a militarist. I'm just not. It's just kind of weird because the very trait militarists. Basically, I feel like the way Stellaris describes it makes it sound like you're aggressive to begin with, but there's actually such a thing as being defensive and still being able to, I guess, value a militaristic point of view. So, and it makes a lot of sense because had been in martial arts since I was since I was 4. So, martial artists believe in, self-defense or fighting for peace or fighting for the defense and well-being of others and stuff like that. So, and I mean that's even how I expand as an empire. So, if I do wind up choosing militarists in the future as an ethos, I'm still going to be defensive. As you see already on the map in the galaxy map, that I have not taken a lot of space. I've taken a lot of planets within a small but this is kind of the way that I'm used to playing. I might be more inclined to play aggressively had I known that the war score factors didn't play such a death toll on meeting your war goals and actually getting them after you met them. If that were easier, I might be inclined to be more aggressive, but
Well, I mean, it's kind of like me. I don't think I'll be playing too many pacifists. I mean, it's nice that I've been able to hold my ground as Santa this time. Because you compare this to our first time ever playing Stellaris, like it was completely horrible. It was.
yeah,
And so,
God.
for a pacifist, I'm not doing too bad. And but I do find myself, still liking being able to seed planets, which is a militarist view. Well, a pacifist stops that. I mean, you don't necessarily have to have the militarist ethics, but militarist ethics, like maybe that's something you could consider. Is just not choosing militarists at all, but not choosing pacifists either, and going some weird.
I haven't got that far. I haven't reached that far into like if I don't choose pacifist or if I don't choose militarist, then what else would I be if not a militarist and a pacifist? I haven't thought that far yet.
Well, I mean, you're always spiritualist. I mean, you could always try the extreme spiritualist option and be still egalitarian, or vice versa. An extreme egalitarian spiritualist.
I can't exactly recall the disadvantages of being an extreme spiritualist, but I remember the pain being somehow associated with with
You're cutting out.
war in the first place. Got you. How much did you hear?
Not much.
Okay. Okay, so being an extreme spiritualist, I can't exactly recall the disadvantages of being an extreme spiritualist, but at the same time, I do remember it being an extremely inconvenient experience as well. One involving pops that with you if you go to war for any reason.
Well, spiritualists won't be upset with war. That's a pacifist thing.
Well, I would actually have to find it here. Wait.
Keepers of knowledge.
Fanatic
Hello.
spiritualist.
Hello.
Construction complete.
I finally know.
Yeah, I can't find it. I can't remember the buff, but I do remember playing an extreme spiritualist, and there is a disadvantage that also drives me up a wall with playing extreme spiritualist.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying you're not wrong. I'm just saying.
You maybe it was a faction that was pissed at me.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt a faction
Nice.
being the reason. But I, once again, have to spend influence, so let me, even though it seems completely pointless, see about doing Nexon for energy. And Oregon.
Fucking neutron torpedoes in 33 months. Jesus Christ.
You're a materialist. Why do you wish to keep your borders closed? Oh, because I'm pursuing robotics. Yeah, I think that's something that's going to change with the update. Is I think they're changing it so that, you know, robotics is something a materialist actually wants. Wicked sideboards.
I have all of these construction ships now. I'm gonna fucking utilize them.
You know, you could try frontier outposting Trimus to push back on the Sithin a little bit more. That might get you Gunnar.
Yeah, but at this point, I feel like it's a lost cause because if he just fucking keeps fucking pushing towards. If he just keeps fucking pushing towards my system. So,
I don't know what happened, but like you completely cut out after saying pushing towards.
God damn it.
Like I don't know if you were still talking when I said that, but it just sounded like it just completely cut out and nothing happened. And anyway, I'm sitting here looking at my freaking planets, and I'm just like, I don't like. I'm still waiting for Pops. Why? Okay, you migrated, so you can get on to the food. I can now upgrade you.
But basically, what I was saying is, I feel like it would be kind of pointless or a lost cause at this point, since I know that the Sithlin is pushing towards my empire. So I would just be fighting an uphill battle. Plus, I already have two outposts there, like really, really close to each other, which I think is like kind of fucking redundant.
Construction complete.
Oh, it's almost time to play the exchange game.
Yeah. I have inactive buildings. Shit. That's because my fucking... God damn it. Just keeps fucking migrating. That's what keeps happening. Although I could do that. That is particularly evil. But I'm not sure if I can fucking... Anyway.
Construction
I have
complete.
13k, so I really don't feel bad about it. It takes a whole 3,000 though. Shit. Yeah, fuck. Because if I terraform this planet eventually, it's gonna hurt though, financially. But if I terraform this planet in Rithari, if I continue terraforming in Rithari, then I might be able to take you Unar with the push.
Alright, time to see what this border range does for me.
Posts.
Oh, look! The gap is closed.
I have a fleet of... Okay. What do they have anyway? 24 fucking Corvettes. 3 cruisers. Okay, this is gonna be great when I'm flying fucking out.
What? No resources here. It says there's no... What? Okay. We'll wait for it to get there and see what that means, but... Caspian. I feel like renewing your sensor link would be stupid.
Oh, do I have that? No, I don't. Come on, give me that. Shit.
Yeah, I don't think it's really worth it. Caspians are so small that, like, the sensors don't matter to me.
God.
Construction complete.
Penguins. How the hell are you making 28 plus 28 food on one planet? I'm looking at the Han Confederacy, and I went to their only planet, and they're making
Well, I mean, you'd be able to see their buildings, so maybe they did something like you did and just put food everywhere to try to grow, and then
Oh my god.
instead of minerals to expand.
What fucking place puts one? Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six farms and a fucking um what is this? A tropical I gotta get the name for it. A paradise dome.
I mean, maybe there was a lot of food on the planet.
There was, but maybe that's why you didn't fucking expand when I told you to. By the way, I don't know if I'm gonna integrate the Confederacy. Oh, what the hell? The Han Confederacy changed their name to the Free Han League. I guess you're just a free league now. So, congratulations. Okay, while Santa has a bunch of defensive packs with a bunch of strong bucks, I sacrificed my defensive pack for what is essentially a baseball team.
I mean, what? I've got one, two,
But
three.
if I integrate the Free Han League, I'm not sure what that's going to do to the human remnant. The human remnant hate me. They do not like me at all. They do not want me touching anything that belongs to them.
Only 2382.
What's going on?
Only 2382.
All right.
Literally nothing has happened this game. The Scythian, if I remember, should no longer have a choose, yeah. So at some point they might go to war.
I'm waiting for the Scythian to go to war, because if the Scythian go to war, then I'll have something to do other than
Construction complete.
I just hope that they don't go to war. Which in that case, I do still need grow. Fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 jumps. And then I'll find the remnant, I'm just hoping, at some point. Although, if I remember right, 3 battleships would be 16 fleet cap. I should be able to hold that now. So that gives me something else to click on.
These ports.
Battleship. Battleship.
Construction
Let's
complete.
see, flash corvettes.
Alright, I'm just going to do another battleship here. There we go. 3 battleships queued up. Risa,
These port-
you're off in this corner, right? Cruisers and battleships. Get Krisa up to par. At least then I'll have more than 2 places building battleships. Not that I need more places to build battleships, but
Overwhelming. Shit.
the assembly have a 32k fleet. That matches me at least.
God.
Research complete.
Dark matter. Oh.
Oh, you dick.
Trunium. Trunium. Gamma. Let's go Gamma. Oh. Gamma is only... You know what? We'll do focus. 43 months. Synth personality matrix almost done.
God. This guy's gonna piss me off. Where's he going? Okay, I think he's in here. So that easy.
Come on. Wrap it up. You're almost done.
He just fucking colonized on Impal Tov. And god damn it.
Getting pushy.
Yes, he is.
You're gonna have to start like colonizing, like maybe that continental world next to him. Oh wait, that's a ruby swarm. You can handle that though, right?
Continental world right next to him.
You're gonna have to block him off somehow.
Research complete.
Devastators.
It's not even surveyed yet.
Well, that's because there's enemies in there. At least when I try to go in there.
And as far as I know, you can only that are in your system, in your territory. I mean,
So don't terraform it. Or Frontier Outpost Vanguard to secure it, so you can terraform it.
God, I'm not sure if I want to do that, but you are right.
It's either that or he's gonna get all this stuff. Cause what I think he likes, he likes cold planets. So
Are they spiritual?
but something tells me eventually he's gonna start colonizing on those holy worlds, and that's gonna be a war for you.
Through their advances in League is now a vassal under the Centaurian nation. Okay.
That means they have the same. They're getting closer to your tech level.
Construction complete.
Okay. So I need to one in survey. Okay. We're gonna take Of course, so he just took my fucking shit in Tremus.
That was decent engineering for you too. But yeah, they're getting pretty close to Dengar, so that'd be where you'd want a frontier, if anything.
Fuck, my admiral died. God, I hope he doesn't get there. Shit. Shit.
It's interesting. I'm clearly seeing resources here. But it's not giving it to me. There are no resources here. But they're right there. But I am glad I've got the dark matter.
Construction complete.
Oh, that dark matter has given me a nice boost.
Construction complete.
habitats are almost full again.
What? Never mind. I'm thinking of it back out. Because I can afford to lose a science ship.
About to lose your chance. That's all I can say.
Well, there's a Gaia world here, and I'm hoping that since it is a Gaia world, that it's gonna piss off the Photokin Watchers. And if the Photokin Watchers go toward the Technocracy, I can deflect and break and go for the Q-Ron.
Well, I mean, basically, it will only matter if they try to colonize it.
You cut out. What's up?
It only matters if they actually colonize it.
But no, I've got a feeling that shit.
Ernesto's 115.
Where's the science?
Let's hope it's enough.
Construction complete.
I have a 36k fleet now.
Where is?
But they are planning on changing how flak guns are. They'll actually, I believe it said it was going to make them point defense, and they were going to be way better against strikecraft. So I might actually start using those after the update. But strikecraft is also supposed to be getting better, so it might make me worth building strikecraft in general as well. But no, I think at this point, unless we had some sort of major war between the Sithin and the Rilla, this game isn't going to end. Because well, I mean, granted, an in-game crisis will happen at some point. I just don't know when. But until then, we have to rely on the two big powers going to war with each other.
God. So check this out. Okay, so I did a there's a tab on your on some of your ships that says return, just return to the nearest spaceport and stuff. So I did that with my construction ship. Do you want them to initiate a emergency flight jump and go missing in action?
The dark matter down there. I'm just waiting for my science ship to go back down for the third time. Like, went down, ran into the Watchers, got sent home, came back down, happened to go through the conservers, so got sent back home. So now I'm coming back down. Hopefully I'll run into whatever other empire is down here.
All right.
Ah, I can put Xenozoo here. That'll be some unity, nice. Nice unity. Yep. Xenozoo.
Just gone missing in action.
Go ahead and put this here as well.
Yeah, I'm not getting Tremus back either. That's fine.
And Paradise Dome. Paradise Dome can go here. And
Fuck. Okay.
I should give it something to build around now. I don't even know if I really need. I don't even think I need the Paradise Domes because the happiness bonus. I mean, my people were pretty much mostly happy already. I'm just building them because I want the unity.
Alright. Range 30. God damn. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm investigating damage like armor piercing.
You know, we're already at what 14 years, and it's only been 2.5 hours. It's possible we might get an in-game crisis chance tonight. It just depends on how long we need to play. Oh, the Zap Pop has got rearranged here again. Okay. Oh, my ship is right here.
Okay. Need
Romulans have an 11k fleet. But hey, at least our only defensive pact is with the Sithin.